Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a quick little haul of the things that I've bought the last couple of weeks. I love online shopping. That's really the only shopping that I do anymore. And I've bought a few things, beauty and clothing related, as well as some other odds and ends at some stores. So I wanted to film this because I love watching haul videos and seeing what other people are buying. So let's just go ahead and get right into it and get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this Morphe eyeshadow palette. It is the 35B, and the reason I bought it was because I'm planning some Halloween makeup tutorials. I needed something that had brighter, unique colors, and you'll see why next month when I film these. But this is beautiful, I think. It has some really pretty colors in it. They are super pigmented. That's crazy. I just like touched that for a second. And the reason that I bought this and heard of Morphe was from Jaclyn Hill. And if you watched my first video, you know that she's my favorite makeup artist on YouTube. And she talks about these eyeshadows all the time. And I can really see why, because they are cheap and they are good. They don't have a name. None of these are labeled individually. And it's not in very fancy packaging. But I think that's why they're able to do it pretty cheap, because I don't need a gold fancy heavy palette. I just want good eyeshadow, and I think this is really going to be something awesome that I'm going to probably buy a couple more eyeshadows from them after this, because I think this was only $20 with the coupon code that I used from Jaclyn Hill, so that's a pretty good deal for that many and that good of an eyeshadow palette. The next thing that I bought is also from Morphe. It is this Morphe M310 fan brush. The reason I bought it was because I don't really use highlight that much, but I recently bought the Jaclyn Hill highlight palette with the blushes and the two highlighters, and I'd been just using either the tip of my fingers or some other blush brush, and I really didn't like it. And since I was already on Morphe getting the eyeshadows, I got just like one of the cheaper fan brushes that they had, and so far I really like it. I just, use it like that to put on a little bit of highlight, and it works. I like it. The next two items that I've got are my favorites out of this haul, and the reason being is that I got these on a major sale. They are two Lilly Pulitzer dresses, and they are super cute. They're both shorter dresses. They're a nice thinner cotton. They're really nice for summer. This one is short sleeve, and this one is a quarter sleeve with a higher bit of a neck, and again, they're both short. But I've always wanted Lilly Pulitzer dresses, and I've looked at the prices so many times and seen them in stores, and I just could not justify paying over $100 for a cotton dress. And a couple of weeks ago, I followed the company on Facebook, and they posted that they were having an after party sale, and I'm assuming that's their clearance at the end of summer. And it was a really big deal. They don't do sales like that very often, so I made sure to get online at the exact time, like 5 minutes before, wait in the little virtual line and kind of get a spot and order these two dresses. Now, both of them were around $100 each original, and I got one for $39 and one for $49. So these prices are not going to be the sale prices still, more than likely, but if I can find a link to the dresses, I will link which ones they are. But I'm really excited about them. This one, of course, is more summery, and it probably won't be appropriate for fall, but I wore it the other day under a denim jacket with some tennis shoes, and it was really cute, and I think you can kind of get away with wearing that for a little while longer in fall. But either way, I'm excited about it for next summer. And then this one, where it's quarter sleeve and a little higher neck, I think I can get away with it during the fall as well, with maybe a denim jacket or by itself and some cute booties. So speaking of cute booties, I needed a pair. I have a couple of riding boots that go to the knee that are leather and flat, and I really like to wear them with skinny jeans or leggings and big sweaters. But the last couple of years, booties have really been in style, and I've not yet bought a pair. I'm really bad for when things go in style. I wait like 2 years before I end up getting into the trend. Leggings were really hard for me to get into, but now that I wear them, I love them. And I feel like that's the same way with these booties. I got these from Jane.com, and Jane.com is a website or an app where you can buy things that are kind of like clearance from boutiques, and it's a multiple amount of boutiques, and you might not find exactly what you need, but it's whatever's left. And these are really cute. I'm super excited about them. I wanted something that had a little bit of a heel, and I wanted a little bit more detail than just a plain booty, and I definitely needed this color because this goes the most with what I wear. And I loved that these had the cute little fringe and they zipped up. But I was really excited about these. This brand is Breckles or Breckels, but again, it's just like a boutique clothing online store. So I got these and I'm super excited about these. Now, if you watched last week's video, you know that I am starting over on Air fertility treatment and taking medications. And because I'm taking those medications that work with my hormones, my face and my skin is really breaking out. My chin is awful right now, and if it wasn't for this makeup, you would definitely see it worse, and I know you can still kind of see some bumps. So I was on the lookout for a more natural face regimen than what I've used in the past, because I just use drugstore stuff right now that really wasn't working for me. And I went on Ulta.com and I looked up what they had in a kit that was a decent price and that had really good reviews. And I found these items from The Body Shop. This is a full kit. It comes with 5 items. It comes with a face wash toner, a lotion, a little tea tree oil, and a skin clearing clay mask. And it's all tea tree, so that's a natural ingredient that helps with skin. I've heard of that before, and I think I've used it years ago in the past, but I didn't use it consistently and I really didn't know how it worked. But since this is a full system, I think it's really gonna work. It smells, if you've ever smelled tea tree oil, it kind of smells like a strong mint, but it also kind of smells like medicine, and I'm okay with that when it comes to my skin cleanser because I feel like that's actually working. And it's supposed to really work with oily skin, which is what I have, and that's why my skin is really bad, because the oils have just really gotten bad on this medication. So I'm really excited about that. I've used it about 2 days now, and so far I like it. I have not used the mask. I might use that tonight. I was afraid to use everything all at once the first day in case it dried me out too much, but so far I really like it. I think it's going to be a product that I continue to use as long as this works. The next thing I bought is a little random. It has nothing to do with beauty or fashion, but my husband and I had to go to Michigan this past week to visit his family. It was a very sad circumstance. His grandmother had passed away, but because we were on such a long trip, we decided to make a couple of stops, and we stopped in a Cabela's in Dundee, Michigan. And if you know my family and my husband, you know that he's a big outdoorsman, and so we spent a lot of time in there shopping around and looking for stuff. And it's a little overwhelming when you go to a place like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops, especially a big one like we went to, because there's just so much to look at. But we were just walking through the aisles and we came across the aisle that had the pepper spray and the mace. And I know that sounds totally random that I bought that, but I used to carry pepper spray on my keychain for years, and it broke. It was this little pink thing that the keychain broke off of it, and I have no way to carry it now that it's like an easy access. So I found this one, and also when I bought this, I think an amount of the proceeds go to women in need in developing countries. So that was kind of why I chose this one over just the plain pink one, because my money actually went somewhere. I'm weird like that, but unfortunately the type of world that we live in, I feel safer having something with me. I always carry my keys in a parking lot or outside of a store. As soon as I pay or as soon as I'm starting to head toward my car, I get my keys out before I walk out of the door. So that's always something that's immediately ready in case something happens. And I don't know, I just feel safer with it, and I'm a sucker for something that's like cute and feminine. I'm just the type of woman who's gonna make sure I protect myself, and that was one random thing that I bought this week. And the last thing that I'm gonna talk about in this haul is this little guy. This is the puppy that we brought home from Michigan. It was a little unexpected that we ended up bringing him home. We'd called around to a few places in the last couple of months thinking about getting a puppy, but they always fell through or just weren't the right type of dog, or they were wanting a lot of money for them, and we just didn't really like that. So when we went to Michigan, we stayed with Aaron's family, and they had some puppies that he had bred for hunting. And this type of dog is a mountain cur, and it is a hunting dog, specifically a squirrel hunting dog. And he was breeding a few puppies for that reason, and my husband saw them and basically fell in love. And he is just the sweetest little puppy. He is, I think, 8 weeks old right now, and as of now, his name is Slick. And I guess that's something that my husband liked because he shoots arrows or broadheads that are called Slick Tricks. So I'm thinking that's where he got that. I don't know, but it's a pretty fitting name for him right now. He's so little that the smallest collar that we could find is still way too big. But he's very well behaved. He is, of course, a puppy and wanting to chew on things and pee on my carpet, but for the most part, every time I take him outside, he goes, and we're working on crate training him, which is how we trained our mini Schnauzer, and she trained really well that way, and so far I think he's gonna do well with that as well. Lady, come here, Lady. Come here, Lady. I don't know, I probably can't get Lady in here, but she really doesn't have anything to do with him. She wants to see him and play with him and kind of jump around with him, but then when he starts jumping back, she kind of gets scared. I don't know, she's a very scared dog, so she's not as playful as I would like her to be, but so far there's not been any fights, there's not been any growling or snapping, and that is the thing I was worried about the most. So as long as they're getting along, I'm fine with that. So far they really, really like each other, so I think that they're going to be best friends in the long run. But this dog is going to be more specifically for hunting squirrels, so he's going to have a little bit more of a strict training process than what Lady had. We're going to make sure that we train him the right way. As of now, he's an inside dog because I want him to be housebroken in case we need to keep him inside for any reason, you know, like snow or injury or whatever the reason might be. But right now, he is going to be a hunting dog specifically, and I think he'll be a good one. These dogs don't get very, very big, but they are larger than our Schnauzer, but I think he'll be really good. But he's super cute, and I just wanted to kind of show him because he is something we got this week, even though that's not beauty or makeup or fashion related. But if you guys liked this video and liked this cute little puppy, then be sure to like it and subscribe. I'm thinking next week I'm going to do a vlog, which is something I've wanted to do for a while. So if you want to see more of the cute little puppy and more of how him and Lady are getting along and a little bit about our life, then be sure to subscribe so that way you'll see some vlogs and some more channels. Next month I have some exciting stuff happening with Halloween. I'm planning on doing some makeup tutorials and some costume ideas, as well as some more vlogs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul and what we bought this week. And again, please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you guys bought anything this week and tell me what you think. Thanks again for watching. Bye.